Welcome back, everybody. Did you know that bolo ties are back in style? Oh, yeah, it's all true. And Orly is here showing us how we can make our own and keep up with the trend.
I love this.
I'm also going to teach this dance.
Awesome. I loved playing the game. It was so much fun. Marco!
Bolo.
Bolo.
It's bolo, not
Marco
polo.
Polo.
Oh, I thought it was polo.
No.
I did not follow that.
Almost
didn't
like
get
that.
Have you ever tried to swim with a bolo tie? It's not easy. Not easy.
Before we get
Sounds
into
like
it,
a
though, we are
tourniquet.
so happy to be giving away a brand new 2017 Ford Edge valued at $31,500.
Wow.
And we are covering all the expenses, including taxes. To enter, it's simple 30-second video from you to us describing what love means to you.
And we actually have one of those videos right now from Nicole Giuliano from my neck of the woods, Alexandria, Virginia. Take a look.
Hi, Hallmark. It's me, Nicole, and Lucia. I guess you could say love is walking 1 mile to pick up your husband's dry cleaning and then walking another mile home. Or you could say love is recording every single Hallmark movie premiere and watching Hallmark Family every day. But really, the most important thing is loving God and loving people. Bye.
Oh, fantastic.
We have some really great viewers.
Quick,
That's great.
what's love mean to you and why?
I think
Or what do you love?
my kids, I mean, that feeling, we were just talking about Connor, it's like just I have 3 boys, and they're like the greatest thing, and no one can frustrate me more or make me happier.
Yeah.
Like if I had 3 boys, I have 2, I should have named them Mo, Larry, and Curly.
If
But
I
you don't
had
know.
known,
You don't
you don't
know.
know that
You don't
that's
know.
because if you name your daughter Curly, that's weird.
weird.
A little
Right at the end.
weird.
Yeah,
All
right.
right. But you know what? If there's a girl at home named Curly, we're okay with it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is go to our social media
Good save.
pages and use the hashtag HFCarGiveaway or email us at hfcargiveaway@gmail.com. Our producers will be judging the videos to make sure they're creative and they're fun and they're full of love.
That's
All right, back to the bolo at hand.
Back to the bolo
You
ties.
mean to tell me that bolos are back in style?
Debbie, I know you're really upset about this. I came in today and she walked in, she's like, this can't be real. I am telling you, bolo ties are back. They're really cool, and people are wearing them in the old way and the new way. We have a photo of one of our very stylish cameramen. There's Tyson.
Oh,
He's wearing it. He's a young, stylish dude. He's wearing
Well, you
it
can
in the
make
old
anything
school
look good.
way, which is really fun. But here's how it's kind of being worn now, just as a necklace with an open shirt, really slouchy and cool. So it is totally back, and it's really fun because a lot of people still have these lying around.
All right, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you're-
So
You
I'm
hate
gonna
onions and bolo ties. I don't know what
Yeah,
the
I do.
deal is.
All right.
Together,
So
especially.
judgy.
I hate
Yeah.
onion bolo ties.
coming up later in the show. So what you need in order to make these is a leather rope of some sort. You can get something like this, which is about 6 millimeters, but I wouldn't go any bigger than that. You also, if you get something like this and it'll arrive wound up like this, and when you get it, it's gonna stay in this form. You really need to work it and bend it and try to get it to lay nice and flat because you want it to lay like this.
Okay.
You don't want it to be all
Jankety.
Right.
So that's the first thing you need. Then you need a brooch of some sort. Any brooch is gonna work. You just wanna make sure that it's large enough that you can put this bolo slide, which is the real thing that brings this all together, on the back without seeing it. Okay, so we need a bolo slide, we need E6000 glue, and we need leather. And then these little guys, which are basically like little end caps that go on the end of your leather.
And where do you get those end caps?
Oh, you can get them at like Joann's or anywhere.
Or bolos
So-
are us.
Or Bolos R Us.
And you should know a thing about bolos
I
or
do,
us.
yeah.
Tell, okay, come clean.
My great grandpa used to make bolo ties. He used to polish rocks and make homemade. I'm so excited. I'm going to bring him.
that what
I have a
made
whole
He said
bunch.
he has a bunch. It's
That's
time
what made
to
him
bring
great.
it
So
back.
he was kind of average.
Yeah.
in the
but then
bolo
he
ties.
became the great grandpa.
right to
He
the
was
top.
the bolo king of Boston.
Yeah,
huh?
that was what we called
Everyone
him.
knows about him.
And he lived in Chicago, which was so weird. It was so unfortunate.
So guys, you want to take the pin back off. You just take some pliers, it'll come right off. It's no big deal there. The next thing you're going to do is open these up. The one thing I would recommend is when you get your bolo slide, if it doesn't initially feel like it's going to fit, don't worry, because pliers are going to make it really easy to make it kind of work no matter what. Now, we'll just take this, see how it just kind of, actually I'm going to go this way. It's going to go right through. And if it doesn't, I could just open it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna do this now and go this way. That way you guys can see it.
Is this how your grandpa made them?
Yeah, I
I
think
feel like
so.
he probably has the legit way of making them. Okay, so now we've got this. I'm gonna pop the end caps on. This is more for effect. The idea really about this is that it would prevent it from sliding through, but this is pretty stiff. It's not gonna slide through. That's really just more
you
that it
glue
doesn't
those?
have a
Just for
ride.
show.
You
That's aesthetic.
You could pop a little dip of glue right in the bottom and then
Yeah.
push it in, but they're nice and they're pretty snug actually.
Oh, they do? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they're actually tight on there.
Yeah,
have
so
to
you
pull.
can, yeah, so they're pretty good. But you could always,
broke it.
if the one that you put on doesn't feel sturdy enough, don't worry, just add a little glue. And now the next thing we're gonna do is put our glue, a nice hefty amount of E6000.
But
all
you
over
absolutely
that.
need the bolo clip, though. Right?
Yes, the bolo
Yeah.
slide is
That's a
the only
non-starter.
thing that's going to make this thing function as an actual bolo tie. Otherwise, it's just going to be a brooch with leather attached to it.
Okay.
And when you do it at home, guys, I would actually recommend gluing your bolo slide to your brooch first. I just wanted you to see how the whole thing functions, so I slipped this through. But what I would do first is create the actual structure. Like here, let me just show you mine. So you can create the actual piece. I'm just going to take it off. And see, what I did is I glued this piece to this piece first, and it was like one separate unit. Then I slid my leather through, and then I added these end caps on. But I just wanted you to kind of get the effect from start to finish. So you can do that first. Give it some good time to dry before you put it through. That's it.
So how much would this cost?
About $10.